Well, folks, I figured I'd get out here and we'll see how the world is all coming to an end. I guess we'll find out all together, won't we? We'll be in it, all of us. We'll find out together, won't we? You know what's always interesting about these things is when they keep talking about crashes, everything going to hell, all that stuff. It's like I always wonder how they're going to keep it together. If you're not paying your postal people and you're not paying, people aren't paying their electric bills, and it just, the banks go under because they can't be paid either. What are they going to do? Print more money? It's worthless? See, these are the things you got to remember. Who's going to come and collect your house? They got to pay the police? Well, I don't think the police are going to show up because they don't want to get caught up in that bullshit. See, everything's a fraud, anyways. Their whole scheme's a fraud. You didn't create this mess, they did. Let them deal with it. All you got to do is pray to God and let God take care of it, and God will do that. God will take care of it for you. Just stay right where you're at. When they say you have to leave, don't leave. Why? Because it's yours. Just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's so. Now, when God says something, it's it. It's absolute. It's final. These people just count on you being, well, brainwashed, scared, the whole 9 yards, so you'll do what you're told. See, your conditioning kicks in. The only conditioning you need that kicks in is the one that says, I don't think so. That's the conditioning you need. They say, oh, well, oh, BlackRock will take it over. Well, how's BlackRock got all this quote money if everything went to hell? Right. Because it's a scam. It's always funny, isn't it? Go to that Brandon guy. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. Brandon. That's all I can tell you. Brandon something something. He likes to dress up like a pickle and things like that. And he likes to dress up in costumes. And he's a lawyer. Go watch some of his stuff. I guess there's ways around paying for things, and I haven't watched him. I haven't studied the stuff. I'm not anyone to listen to on it. But if you want to, go to that guy and, well, maybe what they're saying is true, because the fact of the matter is everything they say is a lie. I mean, when he old bunny, you know, just making sure I didn't have grease all over my fingers. Sometimes I have grease and I get it all over my face, and I don't know it. It's kind of like caulking windows or something. It's like I end up more on me than I do anything else. Yeah, I make a mess with that. But you got all these people out there jumping up and down, and it's still people. The stock market's still sitting at historic highs. Could it collapse? Yeah, it could collapse. Why? Because it's all made up on a bunch of lies. It's not on a good solid foundation. You know, God talks about building your soul, your 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 Christianity and such on foundation. and you want to set yours on rock, solid foundation, not sand and mud and so on and so forth. You want a good solid foundation. Well, that's our economy. We don't have a solid foundation. It's all smoke and mirrors, lies, debt. It's all created out of nothing. And then it's a Ponzi scheme. I mean, everything that you could possibly say that is illegal, that's our system. So don't get caught up in the bullshit. They broke the contract with you a long time ago. So anything they got to say to you is already null and void. Oh, you got to take that up with the lawyer. No, I don't. The lawyer has to take that up with me. I don't have to file nothing. You want it done, you go do it. And on top of that, why would I want to walk into a den of thieves? Right? So they can lie to me some more? So they have the advantage over me? Smart people don't do that. So folks, give it to God. Put it in God's hands. You'll have peace. You'll have peace of mind. Everything will work out as it should. As God says it should. God knows what's best for you. I mean, me personally, you had I forgot who it was now, but he lived almost 1,000 years, and people lived 800, 700, 600, 500 years and things like that. To me, that would be a curse. That would be a curse. I don't want to live that long. Well, I don't have a death wish, but I'm just saying I don't want to live that long. It's way too long. If you could live to be 80 years old and be able to get around all right and talk and feed yourself and be self-sufficient still, it'd be okay. That's good. Roll that up 5 years. Now you're sitting there in a chair drooling on yourself and you can't really do much for yourself and you rely on everybody else to do it. Would you rather good Lord took you when you was 80? I'd rather go out when I was 80 than sitting in a wheelchair at 85 drooling on myself. Oh, but you're alive. Yeah. You're alive. If you call that life. If you call that living, I guess you're all right. I mean, you gonna pass up paradise? Gonna pass up paradise so you can live to be whatever. Eventually, someday you're gonna die. Someday. Maybe some people just live longer because they haven't come to Christ and they ain't figured out how to get forgiven yet. See, a lot of people doubt. And if you doubt, you're calling God a liar. God, am I saved? Man, I don't know. I pray and I ask for forgiveness and all that and I believe I mean it and you got all this doubt in your mind. What did God say? Believe in me. Believe in Him. Ask for forgiveness. You're a sinner. I know that. That's why I sent my son. That's why He rose again. Don't doubt it. Because as you're doubting it, you're doubting me. You're calling me a liar. You don't call God a liar. You accept it. And move on. Some people are deathly ill. And they go, oh God, I'm ill. But am I cured? I asked him if I could. I asked him. I asked him, and I don't know. I don't feel different. I'm not sure. You're doubting again. You're doubting God. He with the faith of a mustard seed could move a mountain. Does that tell you you don't even have the faith of a mustard seed? It's not enough just to say, Lord, forgive me. I'm a sinner. I've done a lot of rotten, evil things. I still continue to do it today. And ask Him to help you be a better person. It doesn't have to be some. I've listened to some of this stuff, and some people they'll do a prayer for an hour. Oh Lord, oh infinite one, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, you are way over the top. You think you're getting favored by God by doing? No, you're not. God's looking at you, just going shaking His head like, man, you got a lot to learn yet. I think I'll keep you around for a while longer. God invented prayer so you could talk to Him. And then you just take a few minutes, or however long you need or want, and just be silent. Just sit there and listen. Listen with your heart. Don't doubt, don't wonder, don't just try to listen. Maybe God's speaking, but you're too busy. Your mind's too troubled. It's wandering in the wilderness. God says, be still, my child, be still. And a lot of people forget that. Gotta go, 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 go. It's more important to go, 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 or is it more important to have a relationship with your Creator? You think you got time, but you don't know that. You think you're a good person. Well, there are some people better than others, but we all still sin, and we still all have thoughts, and God knows what they are, every single one of them. Some people go through life and they harden their hearts because of the things that go on and the things they see, and it just disgusts them and it hardens their heart. God looks at you and goes, no, no. Don't let that trouble you. Give it to me. I'll take care of it for you. Go on. Go on and do my will. Put me first. Make sure what you're doing is godly. Don't happen overnight, but you're trying. So, folks, don't trouble yourselves. Don't let this world trouble you. Don't let your children or anybody trouble you. Pray for them. Give it to God. God will take care of it in His way that He chooses. Man wants to force everything. Got to force this. You got to force that. Man, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do all these things. God says, in my time, not yours, mine. So you got to remember, we're not in charge. He is. He's ultimately in charge of everything. Things happen on his time frame and as he sees fit. So, folks, don't worry about it. Let God take care of it, and he will. Yep. See, there's a lot of things going on out there right now. They won't tell you the truth about. It scare you. Most people would flip out. Most people would be, man, they got to go and get theirs, and they got to load up and stock up, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Should have been doing it all along. So, there'll be a day that we'll have to account for what we've done. I've said this before. I've said it in my older videos and stuff. How do you want the star of your life? How do you want them portrayed? You understand what I'm saying? If you had to make a movie of your life and you're playing you, how do you want you to look? How do you want you to end up at the end of it all? Are you going to get a standing ovation for what you've done, or people are going to be like, holy crap, what a piece of shit that guy or gal was? Say, think of it that way. Will God be proud of me? Or will the devil be proud of me? So, folks, just give your life to God. These people in this world, they got a whole nother agenda that doesn't involve God. It's short-sighted, it's futile. It's not long-lasting. I mean, it's just bullshit. It's just lies. It's make-believe crap, and forget all the trends and forget all that crap. Be yourself. Be you. You're unique. Be who God wanted you to be. So, I could carry on. You know that. So, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one.